Salute, salute, salute. I thank the universal truth and the absolute laws of nature for guiding me, protecting me, and giving me the strength to endure the imperfect. I shall attack with vigor, making progressive moves. A divine mind knows, a divine mind shows. All things work in divine order. All things work in divine order. All things work in divine order. Peace and power to the people, the struggle. As you come on in, know that this is a safe space. Know that this is a space for learning and getting learned up. Know that this is a space for educating and being educated. Know that this is your space, a space for conversation, questions and answers, comments and concerns, a space for building, destroying, a space for knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, a space of power and refinement, a space of integrity, a space where we are working on a united path towards true liberation. It's my classroom assistants. Come on in. Please keep all contact information in the chat for the duration and throughout the class. Please keep all funding information in the chat. Funding tags, nicknames, carrier pigeons, God damn it, the Western monograms, the grams of unions and all that. Keep all funding information in the chat for the duration and throughout the class. Fund the war effort. Salute Craig Palmer, much appreciation for funding the war effort. If you or anybody you know is in need of anger management, please book an assessment. Don't wait till it's too late. Don't wait until you are given the sobriety test in your nursing uniform. It's too late. Please don't wait until they got you on the hood of a hot patrol car. Don't wait until you get in the pink slip at your job. Yeah. Don't wait until your granny say you can't come to my house no more with that boy. Listen, don't wait till it's too late. Book an assessment. Find out what you need to find out about yourself. Okay? If you or anybody you know, is in need of a domestic violence intervention, please book an assessment. Stop cutting up in front of the kids. Please book an assessment. If you or anybody you know is in need of an intimate relationship, abuse, consultation, and counseling, please book an assessment. Learn the warning signs. Recognize, get this information and recognize the behaviors that should alarm you. People you need to watch out for, okay? Certain places and events that should heighten your awareness. Man, conversations with certain people that, man, you need to make sure that your awareness levels are up. Up. Okay? Remember, with the information, the life you save could be your own. Come on in. Let's get to it. Let's get to it. As you see, yeah, my eyes is deep. It's been a very long week. Not getting much sleep. But we here. Class has to go on. I gotta do what I gotta do. And listen, I'm triggered by the conversation. I'm really trying to get an understanding of why my class is so intrigued with the conversation. I know why the rest of social media, the rest of YouTube, I get it. Their levels aren't up here like ours in this class. So I get why they having a conversation. Why we got to talk about Jim Jones, I don't know. I don't know. Y'all want it, y'all gonna get it. You want it, you gonna get it. Okay, so somebody tag Jimmy. Tag Jomo, whatever the hell y'all want to call him. Capo, tag him. Tag Harlem. Tell them to get their ass to class. Yes, Harlem World, get your ass to class. Tag Cam, Mace, Tag old raggedy mouth Joel Santana and old 730 ass Freaky Zeke. Tag them all. Tag these remedial. Tag them. We got to get to it because y'all want to hear it. So I don't get it. We going to do it though. Okay? I'm very disturbed by it. I'm telling you right now. So we're going to get into that. Somebody tag Virginia. Tag Newport News. Tag Hampton. Y'all are soft. I'm telling you right now. Tag Hampton. And tag the landlord. And tag the hood and the tenants that allowed that bullshit. Tag VA. Yeah. Virginia is for lovers. Yeah. And Pharrell and his socks and his purses. Tag them. Yeah, tag them. Who else we got to tag? Oh, yeah, tag Dallas. I don't know what's going on in Dallas, Texas. I thought Charleston White had something on y'all and y'all was moving in the right direction. Tag Dallas. We gotta try to figure out what's the image of the black man worth out there in Texas. Politicians talking about nuptials and on bended knees. Yeah, tag them. Tag Dallas, Texas. Why you had to tag yourself, tag your classmates, share on all y'all little platforms and social media apps and all that. If you got trends or, man, your last stages of TikTok, tag, you put it on your Facebook, your IG, your Twitter, tag everybody. Tell them we in class today, right now. Yeah, fund the war effort. Let's get to it. Ooh, first? Dustfro. Ooh, Dustfro first. Yes, we see you. Andrea Jones is next. We see you. Yes, we see you. What's going on, Andrea? We see you. Joey of Hustle and Smoke 55. First 55. Them bought his ass to class and sat in the front row 55. Joey Hustle and Smoke. Yeah. Cookie, what up, Cookie? We see you. What's going on with you? Philip, boom. What up, E. Blandon? What up? We see you. Whoa. Philly's in front of the class. We see you. WMH Radio. We see April Brown. What you doing up so late, Teach? April Brown. DC's in the spotty spot. Kenny's on the Holy Grail. What's going on? We see you. Bernie, what up, Bernie? Sean Jenkins, Bushhead, what's going on? Grandmaster Rodimus 55. Rodimus 55. You in extreme pain? We gonna give you 55. Put that 55 on that pain. Yeah, put the 55 on the pain. And get right. Get healthy. We sending healing energy to you. Come on now. We got you. Angel, what's going on? Yeah, what's going on? Ooh, we and FNT. We see you. See, Blaze, my snipers up in here. What up? Yes, Reese Palmer, we see you. Be original peace. What's going on? Yeah, tell them to wipe their feet. That's right. Blast 777s, what's going on? Knife, peace, Knife. Merklo, what up? Title Brown. Come on now. Yeah. Miss Lovelace, what up? Greetings and all that. What are you talking about greetings? You better salute. Greetings. Greetings. You coming to class. There ain't no tea party. Greetings. Get a peace out. Peace up. Salute. That's what we talking about. RT's. Harper. Huh? 55. Yeah. Yeah. Renegade Revolver. What's going on? Salute. S. Beckles. London is in the spot. What up, little brick? See you, Magic. What up? Salute. We getting to it. Yeah, we getting to it. Moo, what up, Moo? Yeah, we gonna Deborah 55. Deborah 55. Yeah, Vitamin Vision TV. What's going on? Bam. What up, Bam? 55 for Bam, y'all. 55 for Bam Wood, y'all. Philly playing. What? Pounds P, 55 to you, too. 55. Yeah, Paz. Yeah. Mecca, we see you. What up, Mecca? Oh, Marguerite McDonald music is in the spot. We see you. What's going on? Yeah, what's going on? George Johnson, breathe love. Base proletariat, 55 gangs in the spot. Let's get to it, y'all. Let's get to it. Now, hold on, man. Yeah, because y'all watching me. I ain't supposed to be hearing the news. We ain't watching the news. This is the news. This is the news. We getting ready to get our weight up. I ain't tired no more, man. Y'all done got me hyped. We gonna start off with y'all man. We gonna start off with y'all man. What up, Toronto? What up, Toronto? Stop sending us y'all winter. Stop sending us that winter air. It's cold as hell down here. The hell y'all got going on? Let's start with y'all man. Y'all son, please. Let's start with y'all man. We gotta start with y'all man because I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't know how we got here. I can make an assessment. I watched from up north. I watched in the street, and it still baffles me how the code of conduct, the way of actions, and a manifestation of men who's supposed to be street dudes are handling themselves in this new millennium. I'm telling you, we lived through everything. Crack epidemic, heroin epidemic, everything they threw at us. Mass incarceration, everything. Our behavior should be exemplary in this time. We know we made a way through all that. And now, we're in a space where we got so many men that are just weird. And they in the lead? What are y'all doing? This dude been going viral today, Wednesday night, on this early, almost Thursday morning. This dude been viral since last Friday. And what's disturbing for me is so many Brooklyn niggas is talking about this garbage. Again, I love my city. Every borough. New York City, every borough. And I'm telling you, I literally drive through the city. I've been in the city every day this week, and nothing fills my heart more than driving through Brooklyn Bridge, Manhattan Bridge, Battery Tunnels, Midtown Tunnels, the streets, Fifth Ave, Park Ave. When I'm telling you, I love my city. So it ain't no slight on no borough or no section. But I'm telling you, man, dudes got to shift gears, man. Dudes got to shift gears. We have never been in a space where weirdos had so much attention that where weirdos run shit and that. Brooklyn dudes. Hell, somebody outside of their borough in such glory. Where they defend them, where they speak for them. Especially a weirdo that took so many L's, that established themselves as a fucking bird. Damn right, this bird gang. Bird for bird. Chirp, chirp, bird. Tweety Bird. Damn all that bricks and shit. He's a bozo. And we having a discussion at this length that anybody that's speaking about it, numbers is going. When I tell you, they know how to monetize our ignorance and let it flourish. I've seen white content creators talk about this shit. And I'm like, y'all never learn. Y'all never learn. And black men got to hold a L for that. So-called street dudes got to hold a L for this whack shit. This is garbage. But let's get to it. In the past couple of weeks, we have noticed Killer Cam, Ron, Harlem World, Dipset appear on various platforms outside of his own. One of them that has been making a bunch of noise is his appearances with 50 Cent. Okay? And in that, especially the recent one, there was some shots thrown. Not even some shots, but there was some truths, individual truths expressed. 50 Cent, being 50 Cent, doing what he do, situating conversations in a manner of which that somebody's gonna feel a ways, someone is gonna get triggered. Okay? Somebody's gonna feel a way, somebody's gonna get triggered. That's just what it is. He made mention of some things. Cameron made mentions of some things. Jimmy Jones was in the mix. Because of it, Jimmy Jones came out and said some things. And subsequently, Cameron disclosed some truths. Some truths. Okay? Now, I figured that would have been it. No, it wasn't. Jimmy felt the ways, and y'all can go back and forth with it all you want. I'm not going to do it. Y'all could go to the replays. But he says some things that, you know, is basically fighting words. Basically fighting words. Right? Now, instead of Cam going there, he let it be known. He let the shit be known that, homie, you was put down. We put you on. You didn't know how to rap. You ain't grow up with us. You ain't from Harlem. You from the BX, yada, yada, yada. And it was out. It was on from then. Everybody ran with it. And I'm trying to figure this shit out. Like, so what? Like for real, so what? We got some of the most pressing issues as a people that is moving right now, and some that's going to fall upon us in the coming weeks. And we're talking about a bozo. We talking about a clown. We talking about a dude who historically we've watched take L after L after L. He's been the subject of this class numerous times. But people ran with it. Yo, Jim said this. Yo, Cam said this. Yo, Jim said, yo. Jim said, SMD, yo. This is what, I put this together. Me. Who do I trust? Me. He went on Scarface mode, Tony mode. I put this thing together. Me. That's who. Jimmy. Me. I put this thing together. He was wilding. Can't put it out. Truths that many didn't know. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't know he was from the BX because BX dudes don't handle themselves like that. When BX dudes come down to Harlem, we know how they give it up. We know the Tom Crosses. We huh? We know the Black Hands, right? We know how Bronx dudes give it up when they come to Harlem. Yeah. Yeah. He don't act like that. No. He don't act like no Bronx dude. I thought he was Harlem. Because that's what they did. They allowed him to sit in that seat and rep that. Knowing damn well he wasn't from there and he didn't come up. But to each his own. I'm not going to act like we haven't had transplants in East New York. People, family members and such that have came down and, migrated to East New York and, been there for a few decades and people would believe they're from the East, but I know they're not from out there. We know they're not from out there. But if they can handle it, if they can move in it and rep it, so they had a moment. And then your man made a record. In the midst of us finding out that he is not from Harlem, he was extremely triggered and made a diss record. Okay. And in the diss record, he spitting very spicy. But with the way the content is flowing across social media, I'm still confused. Really, I'm saying we sitting here and we talking about Jim Jones, somebody who has taken the name of an Ofe, a notorious Ofe. An Ofe who led melanated people to their demise, who caused melanated people to clap each other, to unalive each other, to take riches, dollars away from family members that supported them and give it unto him. This is who he takes the name of and comes in the industry by way of help of these individuals who he basically was jocking their style. Now, I know he ain't the toughest. And no disrespect, I know Cam and Mace ain't the toughest. No matter what they say and how they carry themselves. I've been in Harlem. I know the dudes that bust that hammer in Harlem. What up, Artie Boo? What up, Nut? Bato? What's good? I know. What up, Chance? I know Harlem dudes that let that thing go. What up, Ron Jordan? I know Harlem dudes that give it up like that. These dudes are not that. They rappers. Let's be real. These are dudes that was not touching no real paper until rap. And even in It Is What It Is, and Cam told us to research and check the videotapes and his early freestyles, we see that for a fact. His early freestyles when he was nice. Killer Cam, Children of the Corn, Herb McGruff, Big L, right? Murder Mates, right? We see it. Wasn't getting to the chips. Needed a fresh one. In every video I seen when he was freestyling during that time, remember, I'm home during that time, when he was basketball playing and all that, he needed a fresh one. So we knew he wasn't getting to the bread. Molly, what's up? Much appreciation for funding the war effort. So we see that. So if Cam and Mace needed fresh ones, you know, and was knee deep in the struggle and knee deep in the ball in the college, living the ball in college life, and this dude was coming from the Bronx to hang with them, he wasn't getting no chips at all. He wanted to be like them. So we know that part for an absolute fact. Okay? Cam and them wasn't getting no chips, Jimmy wasn't getting, so we know that. These not those dudes. These are not gunslingers. These are not dudes that had that thing on them and was putting in work. That's a fact. So they're rappers. We're here over the last several days having a discussion about rappers. We know that. We know that. The fallacy in a real tough rap dude, we know that. That is not right and exact at all. It wasn't nothing tough about none of them. But granted, they're grown men now. They got to the bag. They got their weight up. They've been in the industry 20, 25, 30 years. We give them that. They might have a little bit more in their chest these days. But when we going back to the videotape like Cam told us to do, days when he ain't had a fresh one, not too many coins, we have to assume that old Jimmy Jones was the same exact way. And when we did finally start seeing him after Cam and them put him on, brung him through, he wasn't nobody. Wasn't nobody at all. So why are we in a position today? Why do we find ourselves in a position today that this conversation is going nuts? It's going viral all over the place. Because of the state of black men right now, where it doesn't matter who you are on the inside, if you have the image of somebody who has an audience or has gotten to the bag a little bit, people sit and listen and then others talk about you. But this is not, clearly not a conversation piece. Now, I have never, ever seen or heard of Jim Jones knocking anybody out. Never heard of Jim Jones cutting nobody. Never heard of him clapping nobody. Nothing. Don't have no jail time, nothing. At all that would warrant interest in this conversation. Nothing. He's the 730 kid in the back of the class that dudes wasn't paying attention to. That's it. However, the positioning that commercial rap allowed him to play and the little bit of paper that he was allowed to touch must have given him some type of prestige where he was able to throw a few dollars around and make notice or get the attention of the Bloods. Because I'm trying to find out. I really am. I'm really trying to figure out at what point did he get to lay his claim over an organization or part of or said around some dudes that is known, absolutely known, to have put in work before they even can claim to be part, to walk with, to boast, to throw up any type of flag. From the youngest to the old. You mean it, and I'm telling you, I've been around the best of them. In the can where it mattered. In the beginnings when it mattered. And I'm finding this shit is baffling me because I don't talk blood business. I don't talk none of that. I don't care what flag. Red, blue, yellow, black, none, brown, none. That's not my thing. But have I been around the best of them? Have I banged with the best of them when they were outnumbered? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. From C95 to 73 to the Beacon to up top. Any of them. From Shaquille to Brooklyn to Joker from Far Rock to Pretty Black from the Bronx, the little black can do. To the Kid Kiki from Queens, all General and all of them. Jabba Dread, all of them. Dudes that was putting in consistent work that had to get tested on a regular. And I'm trying to figure out how the fuck Jim Jones, this dude, can get a pass to lay claim to a capo. What? To when these dudes went from 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98. From 98 to 2000 when they had to open the books and clear that shit out. When dudes was like, yo, hold on, man. This shit is out of control. Everything had to be restructured. Dudes was like, yo, who brought you home? So now I gotta think, did Casanova write that shit? The director that Jim and him? Because who? At what point does this dude get the attention to run around and believe he's something he not? Because if that never had happened, if somebody would have punched him in his mouth, day one he started claiming that, we wouldn't even be here. We wouldn't have even been here. You understand? I'm trying to figure this shit out. And we having a conversation about a dude that had on a purple blouse, sitting there talking about, I'm getting my nails done and makeup put on, man. I'm a model. Trying to figure out what Damu has ever been a model. Where we do that at? Where? Where? Got O-Face putting makeup on him while he's sitting in a purple sheer blouse. And we're gonna question whether or not he tough? Come on. This shit ain't my business. But it's concerning because it allows you to see exactly where black men stand. Men who should know better. We're having a conversation about this. Really? This dude let white folk put makeup on him, put him in a purple sheer blouse, call himself a model, walk up and down a runway like he Tyson or one of them other bitches that run up and down the damn walkway. So he go from blood to America's Next Top Model, and we talking about, oh, he called Cam this, oh, he said that. This is what we talking about. Oh, he made this record. Really? This man has sat here and on live said his mama taught him how to kiss his mama. He told him kissing his mama in his mouth. Oh, because she was a young teenage parent. Really? Really? This is what we doing. This is what we doing now. Plethora of things that need to be spoke about and straightened out. But see, to y'all who wondering why and how a 14-year-old could get stabbed on his way to school in the Bronx by this bozo, this derelict, this 730 dude, this is why. Because y'all allowing clowns to take your attention. Nobody in the streets no more. But they claiming that. They claiming tough. But they not in the street where it count. They claiming organizations, but they not in the street making sure shit like that don't happen. That didn't happen when we was in the streets. That didn't happen. You ain't crazy. You ain't 730. He stabbed a 14-year-old. Unalive, though. He walking the streets on a regular. When real dudes was on the street in the Bronx and Queens and Brooklyn and Harlem, and we had stone junkies, crackheads running around, and they wasn't doing no shit like that because they know they would have got straightened out. They would have got straightened out. You crazy? You coming up and down and dudes out here getting money and dudes, you what? You messing with kids? These dudes ain't that crazy. If they was that crazy, we don't see them running up on police. We don't see them running up on O-Face. We see our communities getting gentrified. Ain't nothing happening to none of them. So these dudes is doing it. In your hood. In your communities. Acting 730. Dude ran up on, they run up on me in the gas station all the time with that, yo, I'll get a dime or quarter, your brother. Don't brother me. And you standing there in all your 6-foot ass, healthy enough to push a broom, a mop, a buffer, anything. Don't ask me for shit. Then go to jail and get straightened up. You ain't that 730. You allow them to live amongst you and do that dumb shit. That's when I question these so-called tough guys. Jim Jones ain't no tough guy. So what the hell are y'all talking about him for? I'm trying to figure it out. You nigga got on the radio crying and shit. You got banged for this. I lost my cousins is in jail for this. And you disrespect me, busting tears. What did you do for that? Who you knock out for this purple gang or blood or whatever? Who'd you cut? Who'd you clap? What time did you do? All the requirements, all of the standard issue that those real ones have, you didn't do. None of it. So what makes this dude believe, and y'all believe him? And y'all listen to this shit, and you're doing it because y'all speaking on it frequently, 2 and 3 times a day on several platforms. And everybody around him that was around him got touched or locked up. Every one of them. But y'all don't put them in the same boat as the Puffster, the Diddler, right? No, y'all don't do that. Y'all don't put them in the same boat as the Gucci Man, right? Or the owner of that other label that get all his artists just happen to be getting bodied, unalived, and all that. Everything around this, because he's a straight bird. But y'all don't put that tag on him. Shit is mind-blowing. Mind-blowing. And he would have the audacity to keep up the front to make a diss record. Might be, Gaza. This might be more. Yeah, it could be. I don't put it past Norton. Listen, I don't put it past any of these dudes. The tricks, the game, the repositioning. It could be capped for an album. It could be. Because it makes, it just don't even make good content. Is he a snitch? Is he a not? Is he? He ain't gotta be a snitch. He did more damage than any snitch could do. He had youngins in the street, running wild, under a flag, and consistently did. He crying for street cred when the street cred don't have nothing to do with going at no O-face, going at no police, going at no establishment. You ain't even show these young dudes how to go at people trying to beat them for their publishing. All that shit you did up under that banner is destroy black folk. And you crying. What I did for my cousin doing 5 years. And the things I went through for get out of here. Well, I'm sick of it seeing supposedly journalists, supposedly content creators, supposedly those that know talking about this shit. It's enough already. Enough. This dude done took L after L after L from Mason, right? From Cam, okay? From wearing makeup and blouses, the tongue kissing his mama. These are L's that getting beat up by Mendices and then lying. Lying. Told the world that somebody backed out a hammer on him. When all he did was get roughed up. This is who we talking about? This is who dudes is standing tall for and saying he's right? He ain't right about nothing. A hand-me-down, trickle-down wife? Like, come on, man. That's who y'all talking about all week? Listen, I'm trying to get the, man, where's the teachable moment from him? Because I'm giving you the teachable moment so y'all can start looking at them people in your crib. So y'all can start looking at the people your cousins hanging out with, who your nieces and your daughters might be bringing home. These clown niggas in the street that's not doing shit. That's making an attempt to live a life that ain't even here no more. We ain't here no more. Niggas don't own blocks and running blocks. And there was a time when you couldn't even go uptown without somebody running to the car. Yo, you want work, Poppy? I got an ounce. You want a big Poppy? That shit ain't there no more. Ain't nothing about nothing that they talking about is there anymore. So now they gotta create it and encourage these young people, the YNs, to do this. It's stupid. And it's a conversation, though. Y'all having a conversation about somebody who told you he kissed his mom in the mouth. That's what we doing now. That's what we doing now. Millions and millions of views, comments, all over social media about that. And this is what commercial rap has become. Now let weirdos dictate how things is moving. And the streets is toe up when it comes to values, when it comes to knowing the energy of what a real dude is. Y'all not getting it? That shit come from that. Fuck out of here. It shouldn't even be a discussion. Dude got clown all over him. He don't even have to wear a suit. He wake up with that shit. It's a straight handlebar, but got clown. You don't have to wear the costume. That shit is on. It don't come off. So what are we talking about? What are y'all talking about? No, not one. No basic characteristics of any street person other than he might have been effed up on the street. Them doges. That's about it. You can't put him in no era when he that dude. No era. He's in my era. He couldn't have nothing. He's not the dude. He don't have the hammer. When it's 4 dudes, we running around with one hammer because we young. He don't have a hammer. He might not even be with us. What are we doing? And you got dudes older than him vouching, talking. Yo, come on, man. Shit is beyond stupid. We talking about the streets. The streets? And what he did? What did he do? I'm confused. I never seen a video. Nobody said they got beef with Jimmy because he done punched him in the mouth. Nobody, yo, yeah, he robbed me back in the day. None of that. Yo, he's up north on a visit. Yo, he was looking at me funny. None of that. Nothing. Nothing. No fight in the 6th grade, no fight in the 8th grade. Who? This is the most magnificent tough guys I ever seen in my whole entire life. That in 2025, in the days of social media, nobody can vouch for no tough shit for them. Nobody got some drama with them. Nobody. These are the toughest dudes that ain't never did shit that I done ever seen. And I'm shocked because the ones who I know was behind them walls putting in work, who was in the streets putting in them work, be sitting around co-signing this dumb shit. When we start doing that, so y'all got to, again, forgive me if I don't believe you. I'm telling you, because I don't believe him at all. At all. I don't believe him. Y'all believe him? Let me know, because I don't. I don't think it's worth a discussion. I'm gonna be honest. Ain't worth no discussion. But it'll be, again, it's after midnight. We'll see. Guarantee you somebody else gonna make it the topic of their platform tomorrow. Got you. Or it might be somebody on now. And I just seen the other dude was on before I got on with that shit. I'm like, come on, man. This shit is unreal. Unreal. Then we could even sit here to hear that. I'm asking for one. Give me one. You got specific metrics that makes a street person a street person. You got some basic metrics in that. We're not going to dispute that. In order to be a nurse, we know what you got to do. You got to take AMP 1 and 2. You got to take your pharms, right? Your pharmaceuticals. So you got to know your math, right? You got to take all these required courses before you can be a nurse. We know that. If you go into business or accounting, we know what books you need. We know what you have to do for that. There's specific metrics. When you in the street, and definitely when you on blood or grip or whatever, any kind, there's certain metrics. This dude don't have one. He raps. That's it. Not one. Not one. Where's that? So if that's what was going on, that's why y'all see the streets the way it is. Because now you can pay. That's the metrics. You can pay now for street cred. They're not extorting dudes no more. Now they paying them for street cred. Blows my mind. Blows my mind. What? Again, whatever they got within that dipset, whatever that shit is, however it's gonna turn out, that shit ain't none of my business. And whatever blood shit he got, that ain't none of my business. My concern is my people consistently falling for the lies and the dumb shit as if you don't have something better to occupy your time and space with than that dumb shit. That y'all sending that shit to me on, you a diss record? A diss record from a bird? Like, really? Come on, man. Cut the bullshit out, yo. Cut the bullshit out. Cut it out. You show me when he's not the absolute derelict. The dun-dun-dun nigga, the Scram Jones, he just the dun-dun-dun. You got a broad that's a hand-me-down. He loves she, loves she, her love him. It's all good. But that alone, and then the several, not just once, several times you done got lumped up, scraped up for getting out of pocket, all this, it was a clown. At what point? At what point, yo? Tell me. Only in that commercial rap space. Man, please don't send me nothing with that shit. Nothing with him. And don't do it. Don't do it. Oh, man, come on. I don't believe you. I don't. Let's see. Next up, yo. And again, every time we in class, it always ties together. Because one thing I know, if it ain't been a whole 50 years, at least 35 years of hip hop, we dominated the globe. Every eye and ear was focused on us. And nobody, okay? When I tell you nobody made a significant dent in how we are perceived in 35 years, this is the reason we at where we at right now. I'm telling you. We had a few that tried. The kid Paris from out there in Oakland, straight Black Panther, all right? Brother Jay from X-Clan. We had a few, man, that was trying. They was coming through, they was, yo, right, Rakim, you know what I'm saying? They was trying, but the significant, just to stand leadership space wasn't there. So now the streets is a reflection of that. Because when you get rid of the small little blips and you flush it with garbage, this is what we end up with. This is what we end up with. Politicians, black men, in a room full of people, in an assembly, with news cameras, independent content creators in a whole room, two melanated black men. One gets on his knee and proposes to the next one. Like, why are we doing that? What? And seals it with a kiss. Really? What are we doing? Let's get this right. Tuesday, January 14th, on the opening day of the Texas 89th Legislative Session, State Rep. Venton Jones Damn, Jim Jones, now we go to Venton Jones. Jim Jones, clown. Venton Jones, sweet. Oh, rum muffin ass nigga. Let's go to it. Venton Jones of House District 100 in Dallas kicked the session off with a deeply personal and historic gesture when he proposed to his partner, Gregory Scott Jr., in the Texas state capitol. Surrounded by family and friends, colleagues, supporters, Jones, who was recently elected both at Texas House Democratic Caucus Whip, as Texas House Democratic Caucus Whip and Vice Chair of the Texas LGBTQ Caucus, got down on one knee and asked Scott to marry him, quote unquote, marking a joyous start to his second term in office, adding that the proposal was met with cheers and a resounding yes from Mr. Scott. Like I said on my IG, in my classes, certain people, I said, black women support this more than ever. They've been an avid supporter. From day one. Okay? What they do. I've been telling you that shit about social media. I've been telling you about reality TV. Every time one of these celebrities, one of these B-list actresses, one of these athlete wives, one of these rap, their best friend is always that sweet dude. Or rum muffin and the gripper's ass dude. This is supported. And in this, again, surrounded by family, friends, colleagues, and supporters, he got down on his knee. Now, what they're not telling you is that the old phase that was there, one of them old phase women turned the child around. There was a couple of kids in there, not toddlers of age, right? Elementary schoolers. While this is going on, she turned like this. So you doing it in front of old faith women, in front of old faith men, in front of kids. This is the image for black men. None of them had on no dresses or nothing. They had on their suits and all that. So this is the image in Dallas, Texas. Okay? Jones said, today I took a renewed oath to serve my community with courage, conviction, and love. I made a promise to the person who has stood beside me through every step of this journey. In a time when our love and our very existence are challenged, often in the halls of this very building, this moment is a reminder that love conquers all. And he got his burly ass down on one knee, gave a ring to another man, and then kissed. And I tell you, the image of the black man is one of somebody who was broken, defeated, or entangled with themselves or with old phase or past poor brothers. That's what you're getting. And let them do them. But we don't need to know about it. Why was that necessary? Why was that necessary? Whatever you do in your crib, whatever you choose, that's there. But in that moment, you're making a political statement. You're making a social statement for you. However, you don't appear, you don't manifest in this world alone. You're looking very much as you are, a black man. You are a black man. Getting down on one knee, offering an engagement ring, putting the ring on, and kissing each other in the lip in front of a political legislature filled with women and kids and cameras. I wonder what Charleston, that's Charleston White back. That's Charleston White. That's your background, homie. Excuse me, your backyard. Let me not say background. Let me correct that. Homie, that's your backyard. And I've seen Mr. White consistently challenge policies and laws in those political spaces. From his county level to his city and to his state level. This is, I mean, you might be doing a little bit too many comedy shows away from home. Because they not checking for your image. This is getting highlighted in your backyard. Yeah. I'm saying, is Dallas gonna be the new ATL or what? Huh? Come on now. Real deals. Real deals. Again, I told you. The old phase won't be carrying on like that. You don't know. And if they do, them cameras don't film it. Nah, I told you. You ain't see none of that shit from Anderson Cooper. The other dude, what's the dude name? That got up the Real Housewives. The producer, what is his name? Cohen or some shit? Andy, whatever. You don't see none of that shit. They don't be wearing Fenty drawers and purses and lipstick, and you don't see none of that, and they flaming. Spicy. He's got rum cake all up in them. You don't see them doing that. They keep that shit right in melanated people's face by melanated men. In this day and time. I'm telling you, in Israel, Palestinian ceasefire, rebuilding, people who went to war. Soon that Ukraine shit gonna be a dub too. I told y'all. It's gonna be a dub too. And who gonna be still in the same position? Us. Us. Who won't fight. They won't fight. We won't fight the enemy. But they'll come crazy at me and trolling in my comments and all that. I might say something slick in passing while I'm driving. They'll come and get mad and get triggered at me. But won't fight with me against the Ofe. That's why when they go down, they go down. And you can't have no empathy for it. You can't have empathy for these black dudes. These are the same dudes. Jim Jones is the same dude who will be Robert Brooks up north. Getting stomped out by the COs. Same shit. That's that mentality. They fed the system. Commercial rap fed the system. And now the streets is full of them Brooks dudes. And that dude that just stabbed that 14-year-old boy. Y'all want prison reform for him too when he go through? Because just don't, the dude you advocating for, he not the only one that's benefiting for prison reform. The whole jail, the whole system. benefits. He's supposed to get it too? How about the one that he was just found unalive up north in a cell? The one who stabbed our little brother, a little PJ, right? He just was found unalive. These weirdos that listen to that same commercial rap, arguing about Jim Jones and 50 Cent and Jim Jones and keep that mentality fed by these derelicts in the street who don't have no morals about nothing, who don't give back nothing, who don't take care of nobody. You want me to have empathy for that? Fuck out of here. Not me. Not me. This is what you're seeing. Because Jim Jones could be bending on one knee too. He had on makeup. He wore a purple sheer blouse. He kissed his mom in the mouth. He could be with this politician. We don't know. Him and Venton Jones might have the same. I don't know. Because they moving in the space and conducting themselves like white men. The selfishness, the ego, the narcissism, the greed, the bragging, the boasting, and never doing nothing for nobody. Those are white man traits. Those are traits that I look for in people, that I hear. People that's always worrying about business and credit scores and, getting deals and doing this with white folk. That's Crippergate material. So Jim Jones might as well get on his knee and propose to some dude. He ain't been proposing to Chrissy. But this is what we gotta talk about on a regular basis. So black men who are attempting to shift the dynamic of our children to win the trust of our women, to move in a space where we're directly confrontational and strategic with going against our enemy, we don't get recognized. We don't get supported. We don't get acknowledged and thrust to the front. We get ignored until some mother's on the news crying, or this time it was a father on the phone, hearing his son take his last breath, because nobody's in the street regulating shit. It's I'm doing me, I'm doing me, I'm getting it back, I'm doing me. Nobody's regulating nothing. So it's a bunch of weird shit running around. That's what it is. You got fake tough guys making tough guy music and got real tough guys on the payroll. So this is what our children get to look at. And when they see you so foreign to them, they don't know how to read your energy. They're like, damn, what is that? That's a man? That's a black man? It's foreign to them. It's foreign to them. You telling your kids, nah, don't be in the streets. Do something good. Go into politics. Be a leader. And they look to the politicians and they marrying each other. Grown men in front of Ophase. How do you think we're gonna get this shit right? No, seriously, how do you think we can get it right? If you continue in the same pattern, if you listen to the same language, I keep telling y'all, wars are won by the people who control time and space. They control the time and space of commercial rap, of hip hop. They controlled it. X-Clan out of here. PE out of here. Paris out of here. Boots in the Click out of here. Gone. Goody Mob, one album wonders. Out of here. You can't let the black man see himself in the image of Martin or Malcolm or Khaled or Huey or Mutulu. Nah, out of here. And these same ones that participated is getting them out of here, occupying your space again. How can he ever say anything to any of y'all? How could he ever be on any platform? This man said his mama kissed him in the mouth. And she doubled down on it. I ain't forget about that part. You ask her and she doubled down. Yeah, I told him. He needed to learn from what? He running around from the temple and son. What? Come on, man. Y'all can't be for real. You can't be for real talking about this shit. Y'all out of here. Y'all cannot be for real. Morning, Nina. What's going on? Can't be for real. What up, Jay Jax? I see you up in the spot, Ms. Lovelace, all that. Base proletariat, yeah, everybody up in here. We see y'all coming through late. Steve Bennett, what's going on? We see you. Oh, peace, son. What's going on? Yeah, everybody up in here, no doubt. Ms. Lovelace, sad and disgusting. It's time to get some straightening around here. Much appreciated for the super chat. Listen, I've been doing it consistently. It's all I talk about. How do you shift this paradigm? How do you gotta manifest it. You have to be a man of your word and movement. What are we doing? What are we doing? We listen to counterproductive Negroes. These are sick Negroes. They are. And because they sick Negroes, nobody's checking the other ones that's running around proposing to each other. Nah. Not doing that. And because we don't have real dudes in the street and real numbers, real tough guys, look at this next shit. Let's go to the damn research. Newport News, Virginia. Newport News, Virginia. A Hampton man was sentenced to 17 years in prison for wire fraud, aggravated identity theft, and race-based interference with housing and employment. Excuse me, I got my little lifesaver. We can ready to get real. According to court documents, David L. Merriman, 59, owned 39 rental properties in Newport News and 23 more in Hampton. Many of Merriman's rental properties were in poor condition and located in low-income neighborhoods. He primarily rented the properties to underprivileged African-American tenants with limited credit and housing options. 29 in Newport News, 23 in Hampton. 61 properties in Ofe, and nobody was on his neck every month. That's where these tough guys supposed to get their money. That's the shit we used to do. Him couldn't have been nowhere in East New York with no. 61, 62 properties. No. Every month, he would have had issues. But let's see what tough guys in Hampton, in Newport News, Virginia, allowed this old fay to do. From 2019 through at least January 2024, Merriman engaged in a multifaceted scheme that included obtaining rent relief benefits to which he was not entitled, as well as fraudulently obtaining large initial payments in the form of security deposits, prepaid rent, and other fees for rental homes that were in poor repair. So basically, you're selling bullshit, charging dudes like he in New York, yo, okay, security deposit, yo, I need 2 months security, 1 month rent before you get up in here. Okay? In some bullshit. Merriman represented 2 prospective tenants that he would lease the rentals for longer tenancy terms, but intended to evict them as quickly as possible to restart the cycle of fraud and collect more high initial payments from new tenants. So he telling them, yo, I'll give you a 2-year lease with this extra security deposit and these fees right here, tack this on. So basically, listen, I'll rent this apartment to you for 2 years. I'll give you a 24-month lease. But initially, you got to pay me $8,000 for the first 2 months, and then rent gonna be $2,000 a month. So now somebody pressed because they got tore up credit. They man might have just came home, or homie, child support, nobody renting to him. Yo, I gotta get in here, scrape up like 8, 9 racks and give it to him to live in some bullshit. Okay? David Merriman deliberately targeted families of color with limited means and housing options. Said the U.S. Attorney. Landlords have a responsibility under the law to uphold the housing rights and protect the human dignity of the people to whom they rent. Mr. Merriman failed to uphold that responsibility, paying a heavy price, tenants paying a heavy price for his racial discrimination and fraud. Now, that's just the technical shit. Let's get down to how he was handling people. On several occasions, Merriman harassed his minority tenants with slurs, comments about slavery, mocking comments, death threats, and assaultive conduct related to their race, in all violation of their right to occupy and lease a dwelling free from racially motivated harassment, threats, and force. He also interfered with at least one victim's right to enjoy employment free from racial threats and assaultive conduct. So y'all got this old fay, 59 years old. However, dudes would come on here and call me Unc, call me OT, yo, you old. Y'all got a 59, this is older than me, 59 out there where y'all can carry y'all hammers legally concealed in VA, and this nigga running around the J's? Where the Bloods at in Virginia? Where the folks at out there? Y'all got an old thing running around acting crazy and nobody parked him? Y'all ain't clap at him one time? But y'all believe these tough ass street dudes on social media. Y'all believe these tough ass, y'all believe Pusha T and them, right? Y'all believe these punk ass purse wearing dudes and others that co-sign them. Niggas say, I want to interview this one. Interview that one. Yo, co-sign this one. Co-sign that one. All these punk-ass street dudes want to be street dudes in the industry. And y'all got this dude in real life running around in y'all towns. Let's continue. During the COVID-19 pandemic, state and federal governments made rent relief benefits available to those struggling during the national health crisis. Merriman filed fraudulent rent relief applications and used his tenants' names and personal information without their consent and forged their signatures. This nigga wildin'. This nigga wildin'. He's wildin'. One for Dolo, 59 years old. Yeah, okay. In many cases, he obtained significant sums of rent relief without telling the tenants, even evicting or seeking to evict the very same tenants for unpaid rent. So he's using your name, getting money in your name, and then evicting you. Black people who will tell me I bet not come out there. See how this works? But I guarantee you they're a Jim Jones fan. They're a Dipset fan. They're a Clips fan. I bet money of that. They listen to all these fake-ass studio gangster tough guy punks. But y'all got one old fake running through over 60 units. Wowing. Identity theft, getting bread in y'all name and evicting you. What kind of shit y'all got going on? Where's the streets? Let's continue. To obtain housing assistance payments from the Department of Housing and Urban Development, HUD, Merriman also made false representations about the conditions of his rental properties and whether he has, and whether he was receiving other payments that would be duplicative of federal funded rental assistance. Merriman also defrauded tenants by obtaining money and property from them under false pretenses, primarily through false representations that he would repair his properties to induce tenants to pay significant upfront fees for neglected, even uninhabitable properties that he never intended to improve. OFE. One. Just one destroyed the lives of that many black folk, and nobody said, yo, you know what? The YNs down the block need some bread. We need to organize ourselves in these units and drop a bag. Get him up out of here. Pack him up. Y'all didn't think that. I know y'all didn't think that because y'all listen to punk-ass commercial rap dudes like Jim Jones. Caillou Cartagena. Pusha T and all these corny-ass, slum, punk-ass, can't fight, never did nothing, nowhere-ass dudes. Y'all got them consuming your minds, thinking that these is real dudes. So one OFE. So imagine if he had a team. Imagine if he had a team. Imagine if it was 6 of them or 10 of them running through VA. And y'all ain't do nothing. Let's continue. Oh yeah, let's continue. For example, a tenant identified as LG made requests for necessary repairs to the home she was renting, so disrespecting black women. Nobody did shit. Okay? To which Merriman repeatedly made racially derogatory responses. In April 2019, Merriman threatened to turn LG and her children into potting soil. LG obtained a protective order against Merriman, who then responded by, among other things, parking his vehicle just outside the prohibited radius of the protection order and intimidating LG and her family. And no tough-ass street dudes was around, no cousins, no nothing to hold her down. Nobody. Why? Because y'all listen to these punk-ass commercial rap dudes. Because you see the everyday dude in the street that's making an attempt to figure it out and get people through it. Y'all don't look at them. Y'all don't give them no type of love or attention at all. It's ignore them. Nah, they ain't got 20,000 followers. They ain't got 100,000 subscribers. So, nah, they ain't lit. But this is what happens. This shit. That shit wouldn't happen on my watch. I guarantee y'all that shit. I guarantee y'all anybody. Matter of fact, whoever in the chat right now had direct contact with me and consistent daily, weekly conversations with me, give me a 7 and let me see how many people they know that they could call. And I'm there. They know that. Y'all can't call none of these dudes. Y'all can't email none of these dudes. Y'all can't get a response out of none of these dudes. But y'all give them y'all bread. Y'all share their shit. Y'all listen to their music. Y'all buy their t-shirts. Y'all believe in their goddamn stories. That shit is crazy. And you wonder why one Ofe could do this to a black woman in a damn near predominantly black community. Where the tough guys at out there? Let's continue. Another tenant identified as EP regularly paid Merriman rent from 2015 until she was laid off from her job in 2021 during the pandemic after suffering medical problems resulting in her hospitalization. On May 10th, 2021, Merriman applied to the Virginia Department of Housing and Community Development for approximately $15,100 in rent relief benefits for EP and forged her signature all without her consent. Despite obtaining those benefits for EP, Merriman evicted her, citing her unpaid rent. EP then lost all her belongings when Merriman sent a crew to remove them from her home and tow her car when she was hospitalized. Ofe. Doing shit slave masters did on plantations, wilding. And you mean to tell me that y'all got tough guys? That y'all got rap dudes from out there? After Merriman failed to complete a driveway construction project, the customer hired a concrete construction business owner, identified as ES, to finish the job. ES had worked in the concrete construction business for more than 40 years. On July 8, 2020, shortly after ES finished the project, he received a call from Merriman, who repeatedly threatened him. ES obtained a protective order against Merriman, after which, in March 2021, Merriman came to a different job site where ES was working to intimidate him and his team. And ain't nobody did shit. One Ofe. So what y'all think gonna happen now that 45 done turned into 47 and he getting ready to get sworn in and have his inauguration? Y'all still want to listen to Jim Jones, huh? Y'all still want to see what he gonna say next, huh? Y'all want to see what Cam gonna do, right? That's what y'all want. Okay. Okay, I hope it do you some good. I hope all this gossip and bullshit do y'all some good. I ain't see nobody teaching y'all about working out. Ain't nobody teaching y'all about them hammers. Ain't nobody teaching you how to eat. Ain't nobody teaching you how to scheme. Ain't nobody else telling y'all to spit in the cup. Kizzy spit in the cup. Y'all ain't even got enough courage to do that. Y'all wowing. But Jim Jones a tough guy. Yo, he said this. Yo, ooh, Cam said that. That's what y'all, that's where we at with it. That's where we at with it. You dig? I don't know. But see, Bliz, it's almost 1 o'clock. It's almost 1 o'clock. Remember, the war effort, it does what it does. You dig what I'm saying? We know what we here to do. Yeah, Don's years. Yeah, he loving it. Loving it. No, they all are. They're all in the same boat. Him, Dame, Dugget, all of them. Dame, Nugget. Say. Because this has become the resource. This is the resource. Y'all pay these dudes. This is the resource. Instead of them battling to get radio time, record positioning, y'all gotta understand the science behind this. This whole shit. Recorded music, entertainment. That's the play from the rip. How much of time and space can we control? We keep them looking here while we over there. When they found out that we was listening to hip hop all day, every day, that was our only discussion, that was it, they said, yo, hold on. They need a radio station. We need to consume their mind with this. I keep telling y'all, hip hop had 1 hour on the radio. Then it went to 2 hours. Then they started getting 3-hour blocks. So if you getting your mind consumed for 3 hours and you making cassette tapes like we were, and you rewinding the songs and listening and playing, that shit consumes everything. But if you're not being fed nothing, you're a victim. You're a victim. So they took the radio away. It went to TV. They took TV away. Now everything is social media on your phone. If you watching these dudes and these platforms and you're not learning anything, what are your provisions for watching them? They're trying to consume your space and time. That's how they win the war. Because you don't even have to donate no more. These dudes is living off of y'all views. They living off of your likes. And not giving nothing back. Nothing. Nothing. They're telling you about a dude who kissed his mother in the mouth, now beefing with somebody who he once admired and adored. That's bitch shit. And we running with it. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. But as I always say, don't believe in me. Believe in my belief in you. Make sure you come back to class with all 10 fingers and 10 toes and guard your mind, because mine is sharp. Mine is very sharp. I'm on code, on point, all the time. All the time. I don't know what y'all looking at, or why. Why does that impress you at all? For real, for real. He was getting makeup. I'm trying. I never seen a blood in jail or in the street get makeup put on his face. I never seen that. Makeup? He said that's what it was. He ain't say, yo, he ain't say nothing. Nah, she was just wiping something off my face. No. He said, I'm getting my nails done, and she doing my makeup. I'm a model. What blood do that? Help me. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. If it's blood business, it's blood business. But I ain't never seen no blood get makeup. Real talk. Real talk. Real talk. Got DJ Envy saying that Jim was the muscle. The muscle? Yeah. In the early Dipset day, yeah. No. Jim Jones was the muscle. Yeah, he would show up to the clubs, Dirty D. He was the muscle. The muscle? This is the conversation they having on broadband radio. It's lovely. It's much appreciation. Thank you for all you do. Well, yeah. You didn't see the tape? I gotta go get it and put it in my community. Well, just go on Twitter, go anywhere, and put Jim Jones in purple shirt or Jim Jones fashion show. Jim Jones purple blouse. He's sitting there getting makeup put on him. Look at my thumbnail, and you can see the lady hand. I saw a fucking makeup brush. And that ain't recent. That's a few years ago, and he's still claiming blood after that. That was right after he said his mama taught him how to tongue kiss. What are we doing? So what's the oohs and ahs in the debates and the talk? What's that? This ain't content. This dude is a whole bird. What are we doing? Come on. You're not doing that. Y'all smarter than that. Y'all smarter than that, man. But again, this is what I gotta do just to make sure that I'm still in the race. I gotta come on when I can come on. I gotta find spaces, different times. Because I don't have that luxury. I don't eat off of y'all. I don't have 400,000 followers that every time you come on, rent is paid. That's how they do. These dudes is living off y'all. They ask them. I dare y'all. I dare y'all to go in their chats and ask them when they, how much you make off this shit a month? Can you show us your last 3 monthly statements from YouTube? I guarantee you, y'all can't do that and they won't do it. Easy. These dudes is living off of y'all and not providing y'all with shit. Gossip, bullshit, old shit. And easy, these do 6, 7, 8 grand a month. They doing what the rappers used to do to y'all. Taking your time, energy, and resource and giving back nothing. Nothing. But it is what it is, man. I don't, okay. I'm just an educator. Okay? Yeah, off the gram and all. Yeah. It is what it is, man. All I'm doing is building a nation. I don't get over concerned with that. Can't. All right? Classroom assistants, much appreciation for holding it down. For those who funded the war effort, salute, much appreciation for it. Okay? We always have a lot to do. Consistent, so when you fund that war effort, it's much appreciated. We ain't giving to the Ukraine. We giving the black folk over here consistently. You dig? So those who funded, much appreciated. To those who didn't, we see you keep coming back and getting educated. Keep coming back and educated. Excuse me. My truckers, make sure y'all pull over. Don't fall asleep at the wheel. And when you're in them rest spots and them little spots, towns like Joppa Town and all that, and them little cut-off spots, don't be in there with them little skeezers. Putting them in y'all truck. I see y'all at them rest stops and shit, them rest towns. Cut it out. You dig? To my people at Paperwork Good, to the God Jah, peace and power, Jah. Keep your movement alive. We still got the merch running. We know the organization is doing great things. We see y'all. Salute, Jah. To my day one, La, my brother, for keeping me crispy with all the fitteds and all that. Snapbacks and all that. Much appreciation, La. We see you. Peace, Pre. My brother Dallas. Yeah, y'all know what it is. Psych, hold your head, Psych. Hold your head. We know what's going on. All right? We know what it is. All my Penn Workman people, Linden Houses, Boulevard, Cypress, Pinks, Plaza. Y'all almost out of there, Plaza. I'm saying, he dude put up $1 billion to buy Linden Plaza. Y'all ass up out of there. That shit about to be luxury. So yeah, but to my East New York massive, salute. Y'all know I'm always in the community. I see y'all out there with that work. Thank you, Nina. I'm making an attempt to, I haven't, I gotta get back up at 5:30, so I don't know. You dig, C Blaze? Take it down, C Blaze. Make sure you get your rest. Everybody else, we see y'all. Andrea, make sure you get your rest. Close your eyes. You dig? Shanita Jones, much appreciation for funding the war effort. We see you. Mad Max. Max. We see Mad Max in here. What up, Max? We see you. You dig? We see you. Everybody else, make sure y'all come back to class. And 55 gang. Y'all gonna get left the hell back. 55 gang. Get y'all grades up.